Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. So in this one I will be showing how I constructed the cup pieces and the shoulder pieces for Jasmine's bodice. So in this clip what I'm doing is basting together the fashion layer and the interlining. I guess it's the interlining layer of the cup pieces. So this involves basting the polyester fabric that I dyed with the cotton lawn fabric, which is acting as like a stability layer, so the cup pieces won't stretch or, just stretch too much and go all funny. So that's what I'm doing here, and for each cup piece there are 3 pieces, so a top, middle and bottom. So altogether I had to do this 6 times, and as you will see later on I ended up having to redo all of this because I sewed the cup pieces with too big of a seam allowance together. So yeah, basically based all the layers together. So after all of the layers have been basted together, I then move on to constructing the actual cup pieces. So this involves matching up the center front edges of the cup pieces and then sewing along the edge of the cup pieces, really. So with this step I decided to hand sew it first before running it under the machine, and that's because all of the cup pieces have very curved edges. So when I hand baste the seams down first, I'm much more likely to have a nice curved edge rather than a really dodgy seam just done by machine. So here I'm just going over those that I just hand basted down. Yeah, not much else. Moving on to the shoulder pieces. So you would have seen in my last video, or one of my other videos, that I cut out these pieces. So again, it's the cotton lawn interlining or lining, I don't know, and the fashion fabric. And so for this I'm sewing down one edge of the shoulder piece and then understitching along the lining layer and then clipping any excess seam allowance, and especially along the curve, so when it's turned outwards and pressed it all lays nice and flat. Repeating that same thing for another long edge of the shoulder piece, so sewing the layers together, right sides together, and then understitching on the lining, understitching the seam allowance to the lining of that piece, and then again to the other shoulder piece because there's 2 of them, so sewing them together, right sides together, and then understitching. And the other side. So once that's done, I can turn the shoulder pieces so all of the right sides are facing outwards, and then I give it a really good press with the iron. So this is very important to make sure that everything lays nice and flat, otherwise you might have very like puffy seams, if that makes sense. So yeah, ironing is important, especially for something like this. Now, I'm not sure why I flipped them back inside out. I'm stitching something. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but we'll see. I think I'm stitching together 2 edges which haven't been sewn yet. Yeah, because there are like 3 long edges on the shoulder seams. And then flipping that out through the little openings on the sides and giving it another press. So now I'm just top stitching one of the edges, and this is the edge that is furthest away from the neck, so the one that aligns with the shoulder, and that's just to make sure that the lining doesn't shift about, and also the stitching is okay being on, like the stitching is okay being top stitching because it will be covered up with trim later on. Oh, here I'm going back to cutting out the cut pieces because if you remember me saying, I said that I sewed together the first cut pieces together with too big of a seam allowance, so I had to unpick them, and basically I thought, well, why not use a different fabric for the middle cut piece? So that's what I'm cutting out here, cutting out the middle pieces out of the blue fabric. Well, it's more blue than teal, which is the pant fabric, so the cut pieces are made up of different fabrics, which is more in line with the original costume. And yeah, it just makes sure that the bodice and the pants are more cohesive. And then these steps are basically the same as the beginning of the video. So hand basting all of the cut pieces together and then running that through the sewing machine. Okay, so now on to sewing the cut pieces to the actual bodice, or the bra of the bodice. So what I did for this was sew right sides together, the cut pieces, the bottom cut pieces to the bottom, sorry, to the top of the bodice, where that underwire part of the bra is, and I tried to sew through all of the layers, so that includes the bodice layer, the bra layer, the corset foundation garment layer, and I basically did back stitching all along that underwire section. So this was very time consuming and I had no idea what I was doing. So there might be a more effective way to do this rather than what I'm doing here, but this is in my head what I thought would work best at the time, so that's what I did. Looking back on it now, it's not too bad, but it's really hard to get the stitching to be very secure, especially because I'm sewing through so many layers and it's just really hard to keep my stitching nice and secure and neat. Yeah, you'll see on the inside, I will show the inside of the bodice a bit later I think, but the stitching is all over the place, and especially towards the outer edges of the cut pieces, it's not secure whatsoever, and I did have to go back in and try and do some invisible stitching from the top side rather than going from the underside, if that makes sense. And I also stitched as best as I could to make it invisible. I stitched along each of the seams of the cut pieces, so these will be covered up with trim as well, so it's okay if my stitching is seen from the outside. But yeah, as you can see here, it's just not very smooth, which I wasn't anticipating the cut pieces to be that smooth because this is very difficult. But yeah, it's a bit of a rough job, but it'll do. And I also sewed the cut pieces, sorry, the shoulder pieces to the cut pieces. Oh, here's the inside of the bra. You can see all of that stitching. I tried to make it as secure as possible, but trust me, it is so hard. So hard. And then for the back, I had just pinned that in place just then, but I did end up sewing the back completely, so there is no like button closure or anything like that. It closes. It's permanently closed. I thought that would be easiest. So here you can see me closing off the back. I just sewed right sides together, and then with the extra seam allowance flap material, I hand stitched that down, and then I also sewed down the back of the shoulder straps to the corset foundation layer. I just did 2 rows of machine stitches for that part, and then finally I added these weird rectangle-ish shaped things to the top back part of the bodice, and this is to provide a little bit more coverage where the bra is, and it just completes the edge. And I hand sewed all of the edges where the arm side is, so that armpit area, I hand sewed all of that to the inside to have nice clean edges from the outside. And here's the other clip of me sewing the weird rectangle piece to the back of the bodice. And this is for the other side. I basically sort of treated it like bias binding, but not really. You'll see. You'll see what I'm doing in this clip anyway. It's really hard to explain, especially since I did this so long ago, and I'm only getting around to doing the voiceover now. So yeah, I sewed it to the wrong side, and then the material sort of flips over to the right side, and then I tuck in any of the raw edges, and then top stitch that all down, and I just machine stitched that because the top stitching will all be hidden by trim later on. So that's the beauty of this bodice. A lot of the seams will be hidden with trim, so I didn't take too much care in trying to make my stitching invisible. So top stitching that last part down, and then after that, I think that's the bodice done. So here's a nice look at the bodice. You can see that the shoulder pieces in the back are permanently sewn down, and then from the back you can see those weird rectangle pieces, and obviously that permanently closed part, and the shoulder pieces are sewn to the corset, and those are those weird rectangle pieces, and the underarm part has all been whip stitched down. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to keep up with my other Jasmine videos, which are yet to come. Okay, bye!